Hello everyone, it's your friend again. I want to talk about something very important for my students, especially the postgraduate students. When I mean postgraduate, those studying for the master's program, for the PhD, and for the doctorate degree. Now, you might be thinking, how am I going to write a good proposal? It's very difficult for many people. Firstly, try and get a very good research interest, a very good research title, and it must be related to your supervisor's interest. If your supervisor, for instance, is a physiotherapist and you're saying something about mathematics or physics, you are out of line. You are not going anywhere, my sister and my brother. So you need to say something that is related to your supervisor's interest. And how do you do that? You need to get or find out a research gap. And with that research gap, you're going to get a research problem, and that's where you're going to start. Without a research problem, you are going nowhere. You need to have a research problem. And then you start with your introduction, just like one page of what you really know about this topic. That means you have to read like 2 or 3 works on this topic and try to understand this topic to get an introduction for yourself. And this must be written by you, not just copy and paste. Most of my students just go and copy and paste. That's not introduction. That's copy and paste. So you need to understand the research interest and you write it in a page. And after that, you get your research problem. You get your aim and your objectives, at least 3 objectives. You get your research questions, at least 3. You get your significance of your study, which might be justification of study and the importance of your study. It can also contain your research hypothesis, something that you want to prove whether it's true or not. It might be true at the end, it might be false at the end. It's all part of the project. You should also impute a limitation for that project, whether it's time constraint, whether it's finance problem, whether it's data analysis, whether it's a lack of data tool, or inability to cover a large range. So people get a title and you don't have much work on that. That's a red flag. You need to get a title that when you go on Google, there are a lot of works on that you'll be able to write a good thesis or dissertation. It might be a good thesis or dissertation, might be close to 8,000 words. So you're not just for undergraduate, this is a postgraduate work. And the second page, the second chapter is your literature review. Try to understand and try to write. Whatever you copy and paste must be referenced. So there must be an in-text citation, and at the end will be your references. Chapter 3 is your methods and methodology, your materials and your methods. And chapter 4 is your data analysis. All right. You talk about what you use, the tool. Is it Excel? Is it SPSS? Is it Python language? For me, I use the computer software. ANSI software, we have the 3D printing. So all the software you use, you need to put them in place. These are your data analysis, your graphs and everything. What you intend you're going to use, put them in the proposal. And chapter 4 is your discussion. Talk about your discussion. What are your results? Discussion and results. Your result of your work. How do you get your results? And relate your results with other people's work that have done in time past. And tell us, is your work more better? Is it more proficient? Is it more economically related to your work? Very good. And chapter 5 is your conclusion. Very simple. Write about your conclusion. Your conclusion is just like a brief summary of everything. And this is your conclusion. One thing people forget about conclusion is forgetting about recommendation. What is recommendation? Telling them, okay, these are the things based on my work. There are some gaps, and these are the things that I am suggesting that if it's being put in place, it's going to make more sense, or it's going to be more efficient to the project, and there will be more results or more efficiency to this project. So with recommendation, it makes your chapter 5 very good. And the last one is your referencing. There's no chapter for referencing, just referencing after chapter 5. You put the referencing, and you don't just go and copy and paste referencing that my students, some of them do. It makes me to laugh. These are references that are from the in-text citation from your chapter 1 till your chapter 5. So I know that if you put all this thing in place, you're going to be very happy that you did a very good job. Thank you. Bye.